Alright, welcome back to another stream of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. After about 2 weeks of no stream, we're finally back to continue our stealth challenge. And yeah, I'm quite looking forward to get back into this game. I think it was honestly good to even have a bit of a break. Because I won't be quite as fatigued now with the game, especially reaching story arcs like SX, you know, which are more like kind of like extended story arcs, I guess. So yeah, I'm ready to get back into this and to continue with the stealth in mind. But yeah, couldn't really stream for 2 weeks because we had lots of visits, then went on vacation. So yeah, I'm now back for like another week or so before I will leave for another vacation. And yeah, we're gonna try to get quite a bit of progress done in this week for sure with both this and Hogwarts Legacy. So I can get also both playthroughs done in a timely manner, so we can get to some other games. Actually have some Pokemon in mind that I really want to get back into, because I've been playing quite a bit of it during the vacation. And yeah, it reminded me that I kind of skipped on Generation 4 when I was playing Pokemon Black earlier this year. So we'll probably go and play some Pokemon Platinum at some point. I also really want to get back into GTA and maybe play either one of the older games, or maybe do like a replay of GTA 5 or something, because I've only ever played the game once, like the story. So yeah, that's a plan for the next couple of weeks, pretty much. There's always, of course, something likely to change, but yeah, that's what I'm looking personally forward to. Yeah, currently we at about 35 hours played with Valhalla, and we have 6 detections so far. Obviously we had a lot more than that, but there are certain rules to our stealth challenge where we don't count specific detections, I guess. Especially for like split second or simply like the game bugging out on us. But yeah, overall it hasn't gone too bad actually. There's definitely some tactics you can use and abuse, I guess, in Valhalla. Like especially when you have to burn down place, you can just like use the flaming arrows and shoot from a distance. That's definitely been interesting, given how this game clearly isn't designed primarily towards stealth, you know. In some quests for sure. In others, it's very openly trying to guide you into like combat, so it can be tricky to avoid those situations sometimes. But yeah, let's get back into this, shall we? Also, have comrade, welcome in. Assassino. How's it going?
Assassino!
And we are currently in Grimsby, where I believe we met HUNWALD and his soon-to-be wife, I guess. Swarm Burrow. There they are. Okay, and we're currently at a point of the story where we kind of like have to get to know the other things, so we can decide who to vote for and influence whoever becomes our potential alliance. I think I actually want to go for something different this time, see like another outcome. Usually I would go for HUNWALD because I really like his character a lot. And I think even though he might not be like a typical leader personality, I think he does have a good heart. And is definitely willing to learn. There's definitely potential in him. Yeah, since I usually go for that outcome, I think we're gonna go for something different this time. Hey, the Rains, welcome in. Oh, that's legendary animal. I mean, I guess we could technically fight that. Not really part of a stealth challenge, but might as well do it to kind of get back into the combat, I guess. It's been 2 weeks after all. I kind of want to get Storm because it's usually pretty good and solid combat ability. Smoke bomb after like a close range kill is actually quite nice. It'll be one way to get the ability to use a smoke bomb at least. You finish AC3 and started AC2 and you now own every single AC main game? Oh yeah. How did you like AC3 and what do you think about AC2 so far? But yeah, such a great series. I'm already looking forward to play the early AC games again at this point. Who knows, I might even do like a special additional playthrough by the end of the year. Of one or two of one of those games.
Trolls, cursed creature.
It's high level. Say there, Goody. Welcome in. Here was the wolf. There you are, you're running into war. Like negative damage at this point. But clearly my boat isn't made for combat. Let's still focus here. That's definitely the most amount of damage I can deal here. Abusing the bow ability. Hey the ketchup, welcome in. Thank you for the raid, dude, and welcome in raiders. Sorry, give me just a sec here, this is a bit intense. I'm trying to do like a boss fight with a stealth boat.
Your thread is ended.
Did it?
Tight, yeah!
GGEEEEEEs.
GEEEEEEs. Amazing. Thank you so much, Ketchup, for the resub, and thank you also again for the raid. I hope you had a good stream today. I think you played some Yakuza, right? I was lurking on you earlier. Also, hey there, Vanity's Haven. Welcome in. Thank you also for joining. And yeah, it's going pretty good. It's my first stream since like 2 weeks or so. Kind of like busy having a visit. Grace was actually over here visiting us as well. And we also went on vacation. So, trying to get the hang of this game and its mechanics again. We're just jumping into like a boss fight. But it could have worked worse, I guess, so. Not the worst start into the stream, I guess. But yeah, how are you doing? I hope you had a good 2 weeks as well. Oh, very nice catch up. I'm glad to hear it. So does that Yakuza game have as much content as the other that you did like a year ago or so? Of course, I remember that had like so much content trying to complete that. Yeah, definitely had beautiful, you know, area with a really nice beach. Always enjoy some beach time. Especially when it's not like overly hot and not like overly crowded either. Oh, speaking of the devil, hey the Grace. How was the rest of your time in the Deutschland? You doing well? Glad to hear catch up. Yakuza 0 is absolutely huge. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like those games tend to have like so freaking much content. Which is one of the reasons why I haven't dabbled into them yet. Because there's enough like open world games on my plate currently. In fact, after I finish this and the other game I'm playing, I probably take a bit of a break from open world games for a while. Play some other genres. Speak of the devil and she will appear. It was good, really enjoyed Hanover, minus the chaos getting back home. I can imagine. Flights over the Atlantic can be ridiculous sometimes. But yeah, what happened, Grace? Did you like miss a flight or something? Auto aim. Thank you. I think I really have to turn off the aim assist for this kind of situation. Or just treat it as like a bug, essentially. Let's ignore this guy. It'd be rude to waken him. So what quests we currently have available? We can speak to Afgar, and where we have his home there's also like an order clue, I think. So we can combine two things together. The original flight out of Hanover had some technical difficulties, so we had to rebook. Oh damn. I'll hope when that happens. Yeah, no worries whatsoever, catch up. Thank you for being here, dude, and for joining. Thanks also again for the raid, and hope you enjoy your lurk, as well as your lunch. And for those of you who haven't checked out catch up yet, which I reckon most of you have at this point, definitely check out his channel. He's a really good streamer, playing all kinds of games, a huge variety, since he always includes lots of viewer picks into his kind of like backlog challenge, which he's doing every year. Yeah, currently that includes Yakuza 0, among many other games. So if you want to check that out, there's a link in chat.
Someone help! They mean to hang me for something I did not do!
sorry, Reigns, I kind of missed your message there over the raid. So AC3 is definitely one of your favorite games now. You have not finished AC2 yet, but it's already at least your second favorite. I gotcha. I think both games have pretty good stories overall. Quite different, of course, with the protagonist, the setting, and everything. I think we definitely nail the kind of like philosophies behind either organization, I guess. And the historical accuracy in large parts was also very good. How I tried to stick to like certain dates and historical events. Also, the soundtrack in both games is superb in my opinion. Let's find the clue here. Hog.
Eivor, I'm pleased you came.
Makes you wonder why an auto clue is inside his house. It made me think that, you know, maybe he was in with the author, of course. But maybe also somebody planted it, you know. It could have been the bishop. Because he's the actual potential Thane. That's also part of the order.
Welcome to my estate, old friend.
Thane Alfgar. It's an impressive amount of land you oversee.
Quite right. I often get lost swimming to my island in this flowing sea of wheat.
You're flush with land and crops, to be sure. You're a brave man to flaunt your riches from this lonely hill.
It's not bravery, it's trust. I trust the respect I've earned keeps Saxon and Dane alike from temptation.
You said you had something to show me when we last spoke. What did you mean?
Yes, I did. Observe. This fine specimen belonged to our beloved elderman, HUNWALD, before his untimely passing. He left it here when we last hunted together. I now wish you to have it.
He's definitely trying to win our favor, of course, because he knows that we have quite an impact here already.
This has the feeling of a bribe, Alfgar. Are you trying to win my favor for some reason?
Bribe you? Heavens no. This is a simple gift of thanks for solving the mystery of Hunbjorn's disappearance. Now, take it and come hither. I have a rousing hunt planned for the two of us. Leave aside talk of politics and Shiremoots. Let us enjoy the fruits of my land together.
We're hunting or fruit picking?
Both, if you like. Whatever you fancy. I'm generous with the yields of my estate, as you will see. To be plain, Eivor, a great bear has been badgering my estate for weeks. I must do away with it, if only to prevent a future tragedy.
You brought me here to hunt a bear.
Yes, and I'm so pleased you agreed to come. I suspect you know better than most that I have what it takes to lead this Shire. Though its line of kings is all but ended, the people of this land still teems with life, with promise. But today, the Shire languishes. It needs the guidance of new blood.
Like me.
I'm sorry?
I'm the definition of new blood. It may be I should put my name in for Elderman.
Ah, there it is, that dark sense of humor. Blunt as a hammer, eh? Like the one carried by your thunder god. I don't recall the name.
Go on.
What I mean to say is, I enjoy the company of your people. Or people like you. What little I've seen of them. And I don't care what stuffy fools like HEIR and HUNWALD say. You Danes are damn decent people. Not dense at all.
Kind of you to notice.
I remember when the Danes first arrived, not long ago. The locals were terrified.
Are we hunting, Alfgar? Or is it your hope that I'll braid your hair?
Hunting, definitely. The bear's lair should be nearby.
gonna be out voting for him in the Shiremoot. Because you can definitely tell that he's kind of desperate in winning favors, especially from the Danes or Norse. Really knows that he needs the support to win this. But he knows next to nothing about them, which the next scene is also gonna showcase.
Ah, my old friend Grim. How wonderful to see you here. What a pleasant surprise.
What surprise? I came as you requested.
Yes, and how is Grimsby? How are all the other Danes?
I can't speak for all Danes, but I am well, and itching for a hunt as you made plain in your message this morning.
Yes, that's right. Very good. Speaking of Danes, I'd like to introduce you to Eivor. Perhaps you know each other, as one Dane to another.
I am Norse, actually. Something you might learn by asking. Well met, Grim. Glad to have you along.
Hey, Eivor. Did he lure you here as well with the promise of a hunt?
Yes, hunting a bear. That's the point of all this. We're hunting, I promise.
There's a cave just up the hill there. Seems a likely place for a lair.
If the beast is as large as Alfgar claims, it'll take all 3 of us to bring it down.
I'm game. Let's get a new fur cloak, shall we? There's all manner of beasts in this forest. If we don't find the bear, we'll find something worth our supper.
I have a divine rule over the land on my estate. God shall provide. Have no worry.
This is the threshold of a beast's home. There's no doubting that. That's not a bear.
Sandy shot Afka there.
Wolves.
Where's Grim? Did he leave us or something?
Eivor, there's something you'll want to see here.
Is that? That's smoke! My God! My estate is burning like a twig!
Soon to be a sea of fire.
Eivor! You're skilled enough, and I can't tell you how to handle this, but please! By God, help me with this!
I'm in this fight with you! A clutch of puny Mercians don't frighten me.
Okay, seems like it's gonna end up in open conflict here, with those two joining. So we're gonna treat it as a forced combat scenario.
My people are fleeing! They must get to safety!
I will wait for
Until you are away to set your world aflame.
even when
Gods here, vigilant.
they will attack. If they attack openly, then I'm gonna treat it as a scenario. Also got the eagle vision bug happening directly here. Like how they're putting themselves on fire here. It's kind of weird, like some of them are fully visible to me in the silhouette, some just only have a heart. It's really weird. And those people who also can't see through walls, so it's very inconsistent right now. Or like super aware either, so this is like clearly built around the idea of, you know, doing combat here. I've already investigated status and searching everywhere. Back for to work for 30 minutes and you already hate people. It's bad grace. Totally understandable. Okay, so that was definitely forced detection there. I was like doing it from a stealth position. Yeah, gonna be forced combat scenario here. But at least now we know. Yeah, no worries, Reigns. I hope you have a good time with AC2. Definitely catch you next time.
Interesting move.
Garcian dogs.
The men who would see you burn are dead. Let's get these fires out.
Agreed. What a mess. A sea of ashes. I thank you, Eivor, for doing what you could.
You're a man of many riches, Algar. You can rebuild.
To be sure. But I do not look forward to the toil. Sweet Lord in heaven! The bear is returned!
The Shiremoot will start soon. I should return to Lincoln to see that it goes well.
The citizens just walking past. Well then, and make a decision who gets to be a Thane. And who we're gonna share an alliance with.
Archer, is everything ready?
The Shiremoot will soon begin. Will you join us, Eivor? We'd be comforted by your presence.
Yes, I'm curious to see this Shiremoot for myself. I will follow. When will the vote begin, Abbess?
12 able lords of Lincolnshire have already cast their stones, but they have reached a tie. 4 votes for each man. It now falls to you to break this impasse.
Me? By whose order?
You have earned the trust of our 3 candidates, it seems. Even our bishop has found a certain fondness for your hardy spirit.
It's an important vote for your people. How would you counsel my vote?
I value competent and righteous leadership, not foolish friends in high seats.
Anyone but HUNWALD, you mean?
I love HUNWALD as I love my own kin. But I would not put a stone in his care without fearing for the safety of both. I pray that God guides your vote today, and not the devil, as I fear.
That's a bit direct. I mean, she has a point, right? Shouldn't just put somebody on the throne that you trust, but somebody who's also capable of doing it. Being like a proper leader.
King Ceolwulf's attendant, aren't you?
Aye. The king sends his love and support. Whatever happens here today shall have his full blessing.
He's learning fast. Good man. How are you, Lord?
Have I heard aright? That you have come to break us from our deadlock?
I have, Lord. Have you any advice before I vote?
Lord Hundbeor was a bold and honest man, if somewhat reckless. I see the same qualities in his son. Therefore, HUNWALD is my man.
Grim, good to see you again.
A hearty hello, Drenger. Seems Britain is getting quite used to the idea of Danes stalking her shores.
Where do you fall in this contest, Grim? Alfgar is a friend of yours, is he not?
He is, and a good man as well. But I cast my stone for the bishop.
The bishop? That's an odd strategy.
These Christians are easy to nudge about. So desperate they are to avoid a good fight, they'll agree to most anything a Dane says.
I mean, if you think so. I guess in 90% of cases you might be right.
A vote for HUNWALD.
Not in the case of a bishop Wulf.
Ferocious swan to its former glory.
Good evening, Alfgar.
Eivor, I hope it's not untoward of me to solicit your support, but I do need it. The vote is closer than a cat's whisker.
It is a difficult choice, Alfgar. Know that I won't make it lightly.
Good, good. But let me say unreservedly that I am the man who will lead Lincolnshire into progress and victory.
I do not doubt your convictions, Lord. Bishop.
Eivor, I must thank you for your fearless participation in our moot.
I'm surprised to hear you vouched for me, Bishop.
I surprised myself, to be honest. But I felt it would be a good test of God's faith in my judgment. Under my guidance, this Shire is crawling back from a decade of lawlessness. God knows the love that lives in my heart for the people of Lincolnshire. I pray now that he guides your hand accordingly.
Quite a gambit, Bishop. Mad enough to work, it may be.
Well then, I thank you for what it's worth. God go with you.
How fare you, Lord?
My prayers are fervent and my will is strong, Eivor. If I am Elderman, I will bring joy to this Shire.
There is more to good leadership than merrymaking. You must be strong and stern and willing to take risks.
Of course, of course. Strength and wisdom and fortitude and all that. I shall rise above the peat moss of mediocrity. Have no fear.
That is good to hear.
Yeah, I guess, you know, the best choice might even be to take Alfgar, to be honest. I mean, HUNWALD has a good heart and everything, but in the end, you know, he definitely doesn't have or brings the qualities of a good leader with him. That's of course something he can learn in theory, but he won't really have a chance, according to what happens in the ending stages of the game. So I kind of wonder if we might even be able to change his fate by choosing Alfgar. Might even have a positive outcome in that regard too. Gonna see, I guess.
Free men, free possible futures.
Which of these sad puppets will dance best when you call upon them?
It is not for myself I must cast the stone, but for my clan. Who will serve us best in a time of true need?
You can never be certain where you stand in another's heart. Choose only for yourself.
All three have strengths and weaknesses. Though tinged with arrogance, Alfgar is competent and wealthy. He'd be a good elderman, but a faithful ally? HUNWALD is not the most cunning or clever, but he has heart and spirit. Both go a long way in times of need. The bishop can be stuffy and wallows in Christian piety, but he is wisest of the three and has already proven himself.
Ava, Master Kenway. Anyone knows what happens if Ava chooses Alfgar? That's what we're gonna find out. Because that's a choice I'm making here for first time. Usually I go for HUNWALD. I mean Bishop Herefrith. That's a good question actually, I wonder too. I'm not gonna go for a choice this time. But yeah, it would be interesting to know if anybody knows in chat.
Though tinged with arrogance, Alfgar is competent and wealthy. He'd be a good elderman, but a faithful ally? I choose Alfgar. He's sturdy and competent, and his wealth will be a boon.
It is decided. By the grace of God, the new Elderman is Lord Alfgar of Lincoln.
God has spoken, and his voice is a clarion call. As your Ealdorman, I will work to better this Shire, to foster peace between its people, and to serve our king. I bless you all.
Let us all raise our cups. A toast to our new Elderman. As all well know, this Shiremoot's decision is not final, but advisory. It now falls to our newly anointed King Ceolwulf to ratify our choice. To this end, we need not worry. Ceolwulf is a friend to Saxon and Dane alike, and he is sure to approve the results. Our good and noble friend, Arthelswith.
The septic rot has overtaken this Shire. A sickness for which there is only one cure.
Your Grace! What is this?
Nobles of Lincolnshire, stand fast!
For the glory of the ancients, leave none alive!
Tight. Hey there, Danny. Welcome in. Dude, thank you so much for the 10 gifts us to the community. It's super kind of you. How have you been doing? was kind of gone the past 2 weeks on vacation and stuff, and having visit. Hope you had a good and enjoyable summer so far. Cheers, Danny, I appreciate it. The combine Tuco and Vikinger music. Well, that sound alert, it's only Tuco, but I do have Viking music also for the raid alert.
Bishop, what's his endgame? Your troubles begin early, Alfgar.
We'll find and kill that man.
To think such carnage could happen in Lincoln.
The grief tosser can't have gone far. Raise a field and march against what many is left.
Agreed. HUNWALD, will you fight with me?
I will. For the sake of Lincolnshire, I bloody will.
It's kind of cool he still joins the fight, you know, even if he hasn't been elected to be Thane.
I am at a loss for words. A trusted man of the cloth. I will pray for these martyrs, and tend to the remaining wounded, until the last man walks free.
Be well, Archer.
And you, Eivor. May God, or the gods, protect you.
Alright, that finishes the quest. Danny work has been quite busy for the last month, so unfortunately feeling kind of exhausted. But since your overtime will be reset end of August, you're gonna have some relaxing days this month. Well, that's good. Hopefully that gives you some relief and some relaxation time. It's definitely sounds to be well needed. Are you gonna do a vacation or something as well, Danny? Or just gonna like chill at home and enjoy some free time?
The Valkyries have little to choose from. So many innocents cut down.
Herefrith, the bog rat, the shit-eater. The devil has him, that's plain to see.
Bloody murderer! Our Shire! What remains? My heaven waits.
It was a weird jump. Instead of like jumping on the actual wall, like further up, jump that far down. parkour. It's one of the reasons why I'm really looking forward to play the early AC games again, because the parkour system is just a lot more precise, of course, lots more built into the world.
What are you doing?
I do think there's definitely underrated aspects about Valhalla, like especially having seen some recent parkour montages of people, especially comparing it to Mirage and what's technically possible in this engine. There's definitely some stuff you can do if the environment is built around having parkour in mind.
Such carnage I've never seen. That twisted bishop must pay the devil his due.
What news?
We've learned that Herefrith occupies a fort at ANECASTRE, south of here. An eager fear awaits my voice to lead him into battle. Will you ride with us?
I've gone some days without a proper siege. Lead on.
To the camp then, and onward to ANECASTRE. Follow, if you will.
Herefrith was a friend of my father's and always so dear to me. I don't understand what possessed him.
He invoked the name of an ancient order before his men attacked. I know exactly what possessed him.
Do you?
It's not a story for now.
This will send waves of disgust through all the parishes of Mercia. Herefrith is a new and ugly stain on the bishopric.
Your Christ was an interesting man, if a little soft. But stranger still, I've met so few Christians like him.
Today has been a boon, Eivor. In spite of everything, I now know my father's spirit still burns within me. It's thanks to you I know this. When songs are sung of the day Lincolnshire was saved, your name will ripple through every stanza.
Don't be hasty, HUNWALD. One verse of our song remains unsung. The din of battle beckons.
You pagans and your appetite for battle. I certainly don't share it. I worry what diabolical feast the bishop has in store.
Don't let that poxy bishop worry you. With Eivor beside us, he'll be victuals before long. How has Atcha taken all this? She and Herefrith were so close.
She must feel as though the devil himself attacked her monastery. The poor lady.
We spoke briefly. Her spirits were low, but her word carried on. I think she'll be fine.
Manipulated by a man who should be God's
Our camp is just here. When the feared is ready, we'll attack with speed.
The sooner the better. Herefrith will entrench deeper with every passing hour.
Alrighty, let's do this.
Our warsmith has arrived. The Feards are ready to fight.
Chieftain Eivor, can we win this battle with the small number you see assembled here?
If they fight as strongly as they smell, we will claim victory.
Then we'll have no cause for worry. We should attack soon, before the bishop can muster more troops. What do you think, Eivor?
We attack now. Ready to fear.
Our first task will be to breach the outer wall. Then we deal with the troops inside.
Glory of Lincolnshire!
The best way to breach is with a battering ram. I should help it along.
This I can't carry, but we can carry this.
Challenge at last.
I'll stick you like a pig.
Gods! Hereford has gone mad! You! Point me to the bishop. No one else need die today.
He's in the chapel there, hiding away. Scabrous coward.
Let no one leave that church without facing judgment.
Yeah, no worries whatsoever, Danny. I hope you enjoy your time at the gym. Thank you for the luck as well. And I hope you also have a great and enjoyable weekend. Hope you also enjoy the off time this month. And yeah, catch you very, very soon. I wonder if there's a way to get inside this church without the bishop noticing me, because I do have to assassinate him technically. But it's open conflict here, so I reckon not much of a chance.
Much longer. Your life for that!
Assassino.
Just the thing. Hindsight. You'll suffer for that. I'll have your good.
Must be barred.
Assassino. Ah, that's an entrance.
So respite, Lord, please. Our battle is lost. Continue the work of God, my boy. Kill this pagan!
I gotta get into status where I'm not considered to be in combat anymore. Because I'd really like to kill him with a proper assassination here. still can activate my cloak though. No idea. This works.
I died the day I hid behind these robes, this cross. To bring the light of my order to a wider view, I debased myself. Clawed my way to the top of this common religion, full of common men. I should have lived as the ancient dead.
That's the folly of mankind, Herefrith. We wallow in our failures, like happy pigs in a sty of shit. You should have learned to enjoy it.
Hell yeah. Another order member dead. Bishop Herefrith. We can also assassinate the Billhook now, as part of his branch. And this one we can find in Oxenfordshire, so we can actually continue hunting this tree here. That one's in Gloucester. This one in Essex, where we're going next. And then in Hamptonshire at Stonehenge. Alright, but yeah, there's actually not too much left in the order tree here. Doing good progress. Also got another 4 skill points to spend. And I want to go for a warrior takedown ability because I love this one. Especially for the animation, but also for the adrenaline bonus. It's another ability quite good for combat, which we can focus on pretty much now. We could go up here through the hunter bow combo though, and get this one, then warrior takedown. Shortest way to get there would be... I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? Let's go for Way of a Wolf, because that's always a good bonus to get if you're actually using equipment of that type. And we got Hunbeor's bow. But not too interested in light bows in this playthrough. Except of course if we have like proper boss fights or something. Right, time to speak to Alfgar.
Eivor! You fought as one possessed by a demon today.
Herefrith may yet have allies in Mercia, members of his secret order, but the immediate danger is past.
You have my deepest thanks, Eivor. To you I owe all my future happiness and prosperity.
You're a good fit for Ealdorman, Alfgar. Just make sure you put the Shire's needs above your own.
Of course. I'd not be the man I am today without this land, these people.
It is a shame HUNWALD was not fit to don his father's boots. But he can bring joy to the people here. Treat him well.
Yes, about that. I believe he has a somewhat different idea of his future. You should talk to him.
About?
Until next we meet, Eivor. The strength of Lincolnshire is yours, should you need it.
We are bonded now. Your people and mine.
I have found better friends in Danes, to be honest. Swanborough is my love, and you are a better friend to me than any here. Would it be an imposition to ask... Well, could we live with your clan? Swanborough and I. It would mean so much to her. And to me.
Oh boy.
Of course you may. We'll be happy to host you, ferocious swan, and your charming Dane. Come when it suits you.
Oh, yes! I'll pull my weight, I promise. And fight when needs be, and I won't drink more than I'm allotted.
You fight with us, HUNWALD, and you can drink as much as you like.
Thank you, Eivor. This means... it means the world to me.
Quite happy with the outcome here. Only wish the bishop wouldn't... There's sort of a way here, dude. You ruined it. Cutscene. That's fine. Yeah, that finishes the story arc of Lincolnshire already. Oh yeah. I'm quite happy with the outcome because if HUNWALD gets to be Thane, then you know, Swanborough's gonna get to live at Ravensthorpe, but he's gonna stay here. So this way they're actually reunited.
I can't believe I survived that.
I mean this with the utmost love, my friend. Neither can I.
The blood and splinters flying through the air. The blood and viscera. Absolutely poetic.
There, HUNWALD. Take deep breaths. Perhaps I can find you a jar to take the edge off.
Oh, there's actually a Zealot that I haven't fought yet. Interesting. It's actually two over here. But to kind of continue with the story, I wanna focus on that first and report back to Randy so we have it finished. And then after that we can go hunt some Order members and Zealots. So let's go back to Randy here. Intense music though.
I would like to see what you have in stock.
Okay, I also want to change my look here. I'm gonna go and revert this. But I would kind of like take care of Ah yeah, there we go. Because like a legacy outfit, it doesn't get displayed immediately. Now we're back to the Mentor of Alamut look here. Could of course change to like another design. Like for example, Basim's outfit. Or Adhere's. Let's go for young Ezio. I think I want to go with something that suits the time a little bit better. And also looks stealthy, so the Mentor of Alamut set is definitely a nice one to go for. I want to change my hairstyle as well, again, actually.
You done? I must take my leave. So long. Farewell, Eivor.
Another thing I want to do is I want to change my weapon loadout. I'm gonna go for Baron 6 primarily, and we're gonna couple it with the hammer, I think. Brain Smasher. You can also upgrade Baron's X, I'm quite sure.
What have you got for me today?
Looking much shinier now. And yeah, I think we're gonna stay like this for now. We could technically also upgrade one of the Predator bows, which might not be a bad idea, just so we can get one of those benefits. The Steep Cloud is quite good. What's also quite good is the Smoke Bomb after close range shot. But this is a bit tricky because aiming from like a close range means that you're much more likely to get detected if somebody's looking at you, even like closer. I feel like the Needler is serving my needs a bit better here. Let's go ahead if we want to change the appearance for the Needler Bow. Quite like the longbow design, actually. Yeah, let's go for the longbow.
That be all? I have to go. See you soon.
Hey there, Afro.
So long.
You Malaka. Malaka. How's it going, Afro? And yeah, my trip was really good. Definitely enjoyed it. Lots of time on the beach and in the pool and stuff, so definitely enjoyed that. But yeah, also nice to be back playing some more Valhalla, because it's been almost like 2 weeks now, I think, since I last streamed. It's good to be continuing with the story. And yeah, honestly, I feel the same. Like, I do prefer the Hunter bow, usually, quite a lot. I guess part of the reason is also I'm like so used to Predator bow in Origins, and it's like much more of a power than that.
What do you have today?
So I definitely prefer using the Hunter bow here. It's actually a really good looking shield, to be honest. Increased melee damage when parrying could be worse. There's also an X we can get, the Scale Cover. Fire erupts on the ground, dealing area damage on a heavy finisher. I mean, that sounds much more unique and much better, actually. I might actually go for this X. And again, it's very fantastical with the effect. Or like something you would expect in Dawn of Ragnarok. Gameplay wise, it has more of uniqueness to it, I guess, so might actually try to get some opal.
I am sure I will see you back again soon.
So I'm gonna accept the
Got a
quest here.
contract for me.
Another day, another series of tasks that require a keen eye and a talent for violence. Interested? You're used to killing, yes? This one shouldn't be a problem. I do it myself, but someone's got to stand around here and look busy.
I'll see you later, friend.
Goodbye for now.
Playing Odyssey right now, your first playthrough. No one used the shield, quite useless. I mean, like in Valhalla or Odyssey? But yeah, how are you liking Odyssey so far? Being your first playthrough and everything. Hold up, one more thing. I want to change my hairstyle before we continue here.
May I see your stores?
Yeah, let's go for the classic hairstyle for Eivor here.
Finished?
I'm off. Be well, friend.
Until next time, Eivor!
If you think Sigurd will take the side of a thief, you are a brazen fool.
How dare you?
Please, quiet, stop yelling.
Wonder if there's more dialogue here we can listen to.
You were never going to use that sailcloth. Admit it.
How could you know that?
Because interesting he asked for Sigurd, right? Because that's something Sigurd will blame us for. But we didn't actually search for him and didn't look for him either.
I found...
Randvi, what is this?
Another dispute, I'm afraid, with Hogg stirring the pot once again. Will you set in judgment?
Judgments are the burden of a Jarl. This is Sigurd's duty now.
He refuses to leave his quarters. Right now, you are the only noble fit for this.
I don't know. It is not my place.
Please. Only until Sigurd recovers his strength.
All right. Once more. Good.
Pause real quick, because we kind of discussed this at the end of last stream, actually, I remember. About, like, Eivor taking Sigurd's place just like that without looking. But this scene clearly showcases that Eivor multiple times asked, you know, to kind of like have Sigurd there. And also said that it's not her place, you know, to sit in judgment here. But Sigurd literally refuses to leave his quarters. That is until he realizes that we are now taking his place, but somebody has to sit in judgment here, and Sigurd refused before, so we have a perfect, plausible reason here to do exactly that, I guess. Effort's much better than you expected. You're enjoying the story. The Cowd are much better villains than the Order in Origins of Valhalla. The combat addresses all of your complaints with the Origins. It's faster and slicker, and it's the first AC RPG title where you can parry consistently. That's fair, I guess. Yeah, the parry is much more instant, I guess, than it is in this game or in Origins, where it's like more time-based, something you have to like predict. But yeah, glad to hear that you're enjoying it.
Holger, come forward. You'll state your cases and I'll hear you out and be as swift in my judgment as I am able. Gudrun, you may speak.
I have been robbed, Eivor. My property defaced. 3 days ago, I discovered some of my sailcloth missing. I scoured the settlement in search of it.
passing Holger's home. There I see it. Boldly displayed and worse, defaced, with scrolls and silly stories upon it.
Lies and slander!
Holger, quiet. You're well acquainted with the rules of this trial. Now, Guthrun, what did you do upon discovering your sailcloth?
I confronted him, demanding silver. For sil with Holger's inky scratching cannot be sold or bartered, can it? I ask only that I be paid for the property that was taken from me, yet he refuses.
So Holger took something that belonged to you and defaced it. Now you wish to be paid for the item. Do I understand?
That is right.
Holger, what say you in your defense?
Short days ago, I found a pile of mildew-stained detritus beneath the docks, and salvaged what I could. I wish to use it as a canvas, you see? As a conveyance for my latest works. The sailcloth was in such a state, and so obscured from view, I assumed it was refuse, abandoned goods.
I see.
My motives were honest, Eivor. Would a thief be so brazen as to display the fruits of his crime? Hardly. Yet here she claims I have robbed and defaced her property, when all I took was rubbish left by to rot.
Nonsense.
My only crime here is that I gave something ugly and decrepit a bold new life.
I see. So you feel Guthrun disposed of something, and now unreasonably seeks its return.
Exactly. Yes.
All right. I have heard enough.
I might have profited from that cloth. Hogg has all but robbed me of a future boon.
It was garbage. Yet now it's a part of something greater. If anything, I have increased its value. You ought to thank me.
Oh, I will thank you with the back of my...
Quiet. Let me speak. After careful thought, it is clear that...
What is this? What are you doing?
Holger and Guthrun are at odds. I hope to find a resolution.
That duty is mine alone, Eivor. You know this. Stand aside.
You are not here, brother. Nor did I wish to bother you.
A sallow excuse for such a bold defiance. I hope you enjoyed it. Are you finished singing, my dear scout?
My Jarl, as I was saying,
Stop! Enough! I have heard more than enough to render my judgment. For as long as I've known you, Holger, you have spun words into lies. You weaken the minds of children, and delude the minds of men. I've shown you too many years of tolerance. And rather than exist in grateful meekness as Holger the liar, you sink lower. You become Holger the thief, robbing a woman of her livelihood, all in the name of your stupid stories.
Sigurd, Jarl, no, that is not the...
This is the consequence of your actions. You will pay Gudrun the value of 30 sailcloths.
30 times? Surely you jest. That would ruin me, Sigurd.
Do I look like one to play pranks, Holger? Pay the fee, or be exiled.
Great, Jarl, if I may. I seek only compensation for a single sailcloth. The rest
30 times! In silver! That is my judgment.
Eivor, please. Does this not seem unfair?
Yeah, that's the thing, you're right. I was kind of like debating whether I want to go for the good or... I mean, you could say bad ending. But it's more like you disagreeing with Sigurd throughout the game, leading to Sigurd not staying Ravensword but leaving for Norway. And I am kind of curious to find out how that ending might be like, you know, just to change things up a little bit. And to be honest, the truth would be that this judgment, of course, is unfair. It is not appropriate to what Hogg has done. Surely, maybe it should be weighed a bit heavier, given that it's like Hogg's repeated, you know, stealing. But it shouldn't be like 50 times, you know, potentially ruining him. Also Sigurd spitting on him, literally, you know, and not even hearing his word, his defense. It's certainly unfair. If we can feel the card's presence when we order an Origins of Valhalla, every card member is much more unique, have unique, clear motivations, with the order members didn't have an Origins of Valhalla. The other members in Valhalla were most of them were quite insignificant in the grand scheme, like that hard playing guy for whom to fight you have to play with a stupid minigame. Psychology provides nothing to the story of the settlement or anything. We hate him. That's fair. I guess to feel that way, both about the order members and about Sigurd. It's certainly like pull your hair out sometimes about his reactions and the way he's behaving. But there's also, I guess, a certain logic behind all of his behavior, I guess. That explains why he does all of this. But certainly leads to lots of people hating on him, which is certainly understandable. Well, I guess the logic of realizing that he is indeed born of the gods, I guess, like literally being a god and having that memory of a god in the body of a human. And I guess being tortured, having severe trauma and PTSD, and that realization would lead to him having a very unstable mind, I guess. But yeah, he's literally a born god in the body of a human. So that would always screw people over, I guess. In a way, you know, especially if you have to endure torture to get that realization. Not saying his, you know, behavior is justified, more like it makes sense he would behave that way. Hey there, Molle, welcome in, good afternoon. I'm doing very good, thank you. Yeah, we are back from a bit of a streaming break. The first stream in like 2 weeks or so. But really glad to be back and continuing here with Valhalla. How are you doing? How's your afternoon? You also got born into human, you don't make you fuss about it. Eivor. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, Eivor doesn't realize that yet. Whenever Eivor hears about the idea, you know, Eivor thinks that Sigurd is mad, essentially. Even though Sigurd is technically right. But that's what I like about the storyline, I guess. It's not very black and white, you know, nobody's like fully in the right or wrong.
Sigurd, the punishment must fit the crime. Your judgment is cruel and unfair.
Cruel and unfair? Oh, no. No, you have it backwards. I am the definition of what is fair and what is not. I am your Jarl, the source of all right and wrong, the Lord of justice in this place. Without rank, without order, without a chain of command, life cannot endure. Chaos will reign. Do you understand?
As my brother and my Jarl, I back you, Sigurd. But in the face of injustice, I cannot help but speak.
Have you never in your life known when to hold your tongue, Eivor? Nor defer to those wiser than yourself? My judgment stands. 30 times the sailcloth's value. That is final.
Thank you, Lord, for hearing us out.
See to it that judgment is carried out exactly as I have said. Should the need arise again, do not fail to rouse me.
Thank you, Hogg. And please, do not let this blunt our friendship. I did not mean for this to escalate.
No, I understand. You were well within your rights.
Yeah, this also showcases, you know, that the judgment wasn't particularly fair. That even though they had like such a conflict, you know, they're now reunited. I mean, that's maybe the only positive thing coming out of this whole situation, that judgment was so brutal that even Gudrun felt bad about Hogg being punished, you know. And now they are past all of that. That's right, Mother. Yeah, I've been on vacation. Went to Denmark on the beach. And yeah, had a really enjoyable time. Also quite a bit of visit, so was kind of like busy for the past 2 weeks or so. But yeah, we are back for another week before I go on another vacation. So definitely hoping to do some good progress here with Valhalla and Hogwarts as well. In the meantime. That's a question, Eivor, isn't it? I guess it's kind of like a progress for Eivor, you know, because of all of the visions and especially, of course, the dreams that Vargas had. There comes like more and more of a realization, I guess, until the end, where, you know, Eivor's like literally seeing Valhalla and fully realizing what it all is about, I guess. I guess it's a bit of a question like how Eivor actually sees Odin in a way.
Brah, Crookie is back so nobody's slack, taking leaps of faith which would break anyone's back, parkouring those rooftops like Ezio he flows, press F for his respect or his hidden blade will glow.
Maxi, dude, thank you so much for the 31 months of resubbing and for that awesome rhyme. I'm still waiting for the hottest beat tape and album of 2023. When will it be released? But yeah, good to see you again. I hope you're having an enjoyable day so far. I don't consider Danish to be a language. It's more like an annoying noise. Damn, you spell bad today. That's a very model. I mean, that's fair, I guess. The languages are quite similar, aren't they? Like, Levi's actually learning Swedish currently. I think I mentioned that before. And she could actually understand quite a bit of a Danish because of how close some words were, I guess. It's very much about the pronunciation sometimes, right? Not only how things are written. Gotta get that mixtape going. You're going good, thanks. Just had it right outside, back home eating the rest of the lasagna. How's Valhalla going? Oh yeah, that sounds amazing, Mixi. You actually just made me hungry because we haven't had lasagna in quite a while. And I love lasagna. It's like one of my favorite dishes. But I hope you enjoyed the bike ride outside. And yeah, Valhalla's going pretty good. Definitely, we're progressing comparably fast in comparison to my previous playthroughs because I'm doing mainly the main story. And yeah, we are at this point definitely more than halfway through, I would say. So on a good pace, I would say, to finish this game by the end of or mid of September, hopefully. Then I still have a couple of months for some other games. Because I do want to get a bit of a break from open world games after I finish both this and Hogwarts Legacy and focus on some other genres and like shorter games again. I'm even really thinking about getting back into Pokemon and playing the 4th generation. Because I haven't played that yet and I kinda skipped the generation with Pokemon Black earlier this year. So I probably will play some Platinum, maybe, soon. Swedish, Danish, Norwegian are very closely related languages, so I understand those as well. Yeah, makes sense. There's definitely some words I can also understand in like related languages to German. For example, you know, listening to like Dutch, for instance. I mean, it's still quite different. Maybe more different than Sweden and Danish, I'm not sure. But there's definitely words every now and then where I'm like, yeah, I know exactly what they meant. You can cook killer lasagna. Oh, you made it yourself, Maxi? Hell yeah. Maybe you have to share the recipe. I mean, I have some pretty decent ones for lasagna, like different ones. But it's always nice to get some variations. Yeah, that's where I read as well. I was like kind of like going through the top list of people's favorites, and Platinum had a really good rating. I guess also a bit of a bridge point, right? Because it's like the first Nintendo DS, I think, Pokemon version, I believe. Because third generation was still Game Boy, right? Like Game Boy Advance, I think. I gotcha, Molle. Yeah, that makes sense for sure. Sounds good, Maxi. Yeah, we can do it together. We can even make our own lasagna sheets, because I have like a pasta making machine. Like, we can roll out the dough and then also put it in like different shapes, like spaghetti and linguine and stuff. But sometimes also like the, you know, pre-made ones. Definitely is less of a hassle.
Good day, my love. I want to thank you for your judgment, Eivor. For stepping in when Sigurd would not, in spite of what happened. Poor man. I've never known him to be so angry and reckless. Is that a side you have seen? Rarely. There have been moments when he was distressed, worried, afraid. But nothing like this. Never, ever like this. Let us do our best for him, as we take care of our own. We're his best hope for healing. If it is not too late. In the meantime, we press on. Lincolnshire is a friend to us. Wonderful news. And who is our ally there? Elfgar is now Ealdorman of Lincolnshire. I believe he will be a good friend to our clan. Good. I hope he is a man we can trust.
It's fucking raw. The materials there. Okay, so before we pledge to the next area here, which will be Essex, I want to go ahead and hunt some order members, because we can take care of quite a few. And also some zealots. One of them is HAVELOK, also called the Billhook. Look, it's Cassandra. Malaka. Apparently Cassandra also stars in the new mobile Assassin's Creed game, codenamed Jade. I think Rod was posting something like that in Discord. I've even signed up for that game and the closed beta, but I think since I did it so late, I can't participate in the current one, but in the next. And I can see the glorious Cassandra myself again. Super looking forward to it, of course. The axes they use in this AC remind you of the Tomahawk from Black Flag? From Black Flag, or you mean AC3? Because the Tomahawk was wasn't in Black Flag actually. They did have axes though, like bigger ones. AC3? Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I mean, the Tomahawk is super important to Connor, and the axe is also very important to Eivor, so I can see the similarity. I do like in general the connections this game makes to AC3, especially with the like North America saga. Like really interesting stuff how it sets up some of the events in AC3. Okay, let's have a look where we have this order member. In Lincoln.
well is Oskatra. Neles
You haven't opened your Valhalla? That's right, you had like a special version of it, didn't you?
The first man I killed for my order, I cried and wept after trying to hold back the tears. But I told myself, I am merely acting upon a foretold destiny, navigating the whim of greater gods. My actions are simply pebbles.
Pebbles that wash away in the surf, as harmless as dust.
Pebbles were once bedrock, as were you.
Another order member bites the dust. Alright, you can also go ahead and try to find the Lev. And to start off this investigation, we have to go ahead and defeat the Dire Champion at the Buckingham's Inn in northern Oxenfordshire. Same with Chronicles, it's not open with either, since you think the game would be hard to get in the future, since it's so different from the other AC games. That's a good point, and it's not really a game you have to open either, like for the, you know, for like being able to play it at a really good rate, because you can get the game super cheap nowadays for like $3 or so when it's on sale. You might as well play the digital version for cheap and keep the physical version. Like financially, probably a wiser decision.
Orlog. There's a player in every port and city.
Come, join me for a game or two.
Let us play.
I like you already.
You actually have a new god favor here, Urusame. We can get arrows to ignore shields, which isn't too bad actually. Let's see, so we could also remove the helmets, which has like a similar effect. We can get 2 for 2, 4 for 4, 6 for 6. I mean, this is technically better because we can spend 4 tokens for 6 arrows to ignore shields, which is a better rate, which means this is actually better overall. Pretty good opening hand here. Getting lots of tokens already. You have about 200 games now. You try to only buy collector's editions and similar.
This will do.
Yeah, that's a crazy amount of games, especially as like special editions and stuff. Yeah, makes you wonder like what they might be worth like a couple years down the line. A waiting game. Yeah, I mean having patience can be definitely a good thing to go for. So we get 3 tokens here, 4, 5, 6, bringing us to 12, to 13 already. So we should have enough damage here actually. Enough for 8.
This victory will be mine. How did you do that?
Oh yeah. Could take all of these X's here and just try to get as much damage in as possible. Fuck it. Yeah, we get some good damage through that.
Your defeat is imminent.
Kinda out of tokens now though. So it's a tricky situation.
Interesting.
I mean technically I only need 8 tokens for like secured win. Or like 4 tokens and 1 damage. This way we can get 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 total. But we take all of this, then he will have a definitive at least 2 helmets. Yeah, it is kind of tricky. Because you also can't survive too long with how many tokens the enemy has here. Honestly, I'm just gonna take all of these to be honest, and then just hope that 1 damage gets through. Let's see what happens. It's risky, but take it. So let's see. Unfortunately, the enemy has 3 stealing tokens here. Get 1 damage through. Get not enough. I'm like 1 token off LE4 here. We can try this, but it won't work, I guess.
I've almost got you now.
Yeah, literally like 1 token off. Okay then. So we're taking first, right? Because we have a coin. Okay, let's go for these 2.
This will do.
Okay, it's good. Can steal 1 there.
This is my game, stranger. Just give up.
Yeah, we did it.
Good game. No. I played perfectly. Another round? Another time, perhaps.
Alright, and that gives us the next order clue here. Next one, we have to investigate the Sealed Chamber on the grounds of Eden Barn, east of Xeneforda in Xenefordshire. So that's over here. I have no idea what is happening right now. Yeah, that game can be a bit tricky to get into and understand the routes immediately, but once you get to play it yourself, I'm sure it's only going to take you 1 or 2 games to get the hang of it. It's actually Flyting better I could do here. Might not be bad because I've been lacking a bit of charisma recently for the more advanced options.
Look at you, face like a stuffed beaver.
What quarrel have you with me?
None. I am but an observer of your sparrow-like weakness, and I wish to make it known in verse.
Flyting, then.
You understand.
I'll take you on.
Yeah, let's go for a big bet here. Go big or go home.
Happy to bet. Let's begin on your work.
I hope you're ready. Would you battle a dragon? Then challenge me not.
Oh, you're barely an insect, a fly that I'll swat.
Good! Keep it coming! I'm possessed of a strength that would scare off a bear.
You're possessed of a baldness that scared off your hair.
Great! I've the heart of a lion, the loins of a horse.
You've the brain of a donkey to challenge a nose.
A good one, that.
Let me end now by saying you think you're a beast. You declare you're the most, but I've found you're the least.
Huh. Sharp as an eagle's talons. You've earned your winnings today.
Nice, now we got Charisma level 3, which definitely opens up more Charisma options for us. I'm gonna try to maybe get to Charisma level 4 by the end of the playthrough, because that opens up most of the potential Charisma dialogue choices. So many wolves. Okay, there should be like a sealed chamber somewhere in this area.
Shall Hina stay with him?
You go over here to what he tells. Now that's the title. So this guy is over here in Buckingham actually. Kinda funny how every time I port myself I'm playing this like super intense music.
I serve the young Athelred. He will rise one day.
He is no Alfred, from what I hear.
I lied to everyone, and they will never know. They will tell stories of me as a good man who served his lord.
Your Hugger walks with a new beast.
Very nice, and that already opens up the way to the last order member of this branch, the Ash Spear. Investigate the tall Roman tower north of Norwich. Okay, we're gonna do this later, because for now I wanna take care of some Zealots as well, just to give us a bit of variety. We also have some passive quests for Opa that I kinda wanna be doing as well. So these Opa quests, just real quick. Unless of course it's in connection to stealth, because I don't want to risk being detected for like an Opa quest line. It's like one target, right? So it should be doable, I think.
What do you see, Sunan? Shall we be deemed worthy? We will meet again at Ragnarok.
Okay, that works. Okay, so that's one target down. We also have this destroy the cards mission. But I'm not too worried about that. Let's go ahead and find some zealots for now. There was one earlier in the Chestershire. Maybe they left north already. There were two in fact in this area, but maybe they kind of like going back and forth between north and there. That's probably what happened actually, so we can find them once we get to Yorkshire, I guess. Fair enough. In that case, I think I'm gonna actually try to follow up on the order member in East Anglia. No worries, Molle, thank you for being here and for joining. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you next time. So, Roman Tower north of Norwich. So I assume they're talking about this one here.
Hang on. I'll finish you.
Okay, and then next we have to search a bandit camp between Britannia's Watch and Fairford village in East Anglia. Okay, so there's Fairford. mean, I reckon Britannia's Watch would be like either of those viewpoints, yeah. So how about we just go towards this point and check out if that's indeed Britannia's Watch or not. Copy this banner camp actually on this side.
You killed him! Die!
Indeed. Okay, let's get a viewpoint here and then we're gonna have a look for the actual bandit camp here.
Aid me. Be my eyes. I should be cautious around here.
There we go. GIFLE, the Ash Spear. Where are you? Okay, we can go over actually, and there's the Zealot I was, or one of the Zealots I was talking about earlier. So we can hunt both of these guys, yeah. horse. Thank you. It's like spamming the Y button and the horse just keeps running away.
Wait! You killed him! Die!
Go! Get the murdering dog!
Apparently I killed a lot of people here in East Anglia. Of course, there's people trying to take revenge on me in like every corner. It's like the third person in under a minute.
Vengeance is ours!
Jesus, the fourth. I'm even like totally randomly walking past this area, so how many more are there in East Anglia?
Enjoying the chaos!
Classic.
Villialaus, now you die.
My sword is lost, floating down a creek. I shall follow, till I dance again, or drown.
Alright, almost set it down. We can hunt one more order member before we go ahead and pledge to the next area here. Yeah, that's another good chunk of order members taken care of. Actually, after we kill this one, we should get like the major guy of this branch as well, right? So we can potentially kill that one too. Now what I think about it.
Attack on sight here.
I wish my life had been a carnival of drinking ale and pissing.
It could have been, I'm sure.
No, we have not reached such a point. I used the order to live a life of ale drinking, but the price of my ale was murder. Sad, really.
Alright, one more order member to take care of. TATFRID. He's actually a music player in Grandbridge. I did try to find him in my last playthrough, but I don't think he actually spawns unless you have killed every branch member. Because I was looking like everywhere in you know, the area. Especially where he's supposed to spawn exactly, and he was like nowhere to be found. Even though technically he should have been like a free roaming order member.
Hot! Berserkia shouldn't dry!
He is. And HAVELOK, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid, Zenny. And how's it going? How was your stream today? With the rest of your audio focus in Odyssey. Welcome in, raiders, to some more Assassin's Creed. We're currently doing a stealth challenge with Valhalla. And yeah, it's going pretty good. We finished the LINCOLNSCIRE story arc earlier. I went for Aufgar as a choice for the Thane for once. Or for Elderman, I guess. Just to have like a different outcome. And I was actually quite pleased with it. especially that HUNWALD ends up joining you in Ravensthorpe. And yeah, currently we're just doing some auto member hunting. Killed quite a few just now, actually. I like basically took care of this entire branch of like just investigating and Orlog dueling to get enough order clues to finally get TATFRID Valhalla. So yeah, definitely doing good progress overall with the game. But yeah, how was the rest of your Odyssey playthrough? Hope it wasn't too frustrating getting all of the dialogue recorded. And for those of you that didn't just join with a raid, if you haven't checked out Rod before, which I reckon most of you have at this point, then definitely go ahead and check out his channel. He is also a big fan of Assassin's Creed and is playing the games on a regular basis. From doing anniversary and celebration playthroughs of games like Black Flag, he's also currently doing an audio dialogue focused playthrough with Odyssey. Let's try and record different like outcomes with clean recordings so we can eventually cut it together as like one entire movie. And yeah, you can also catch him play games like Tomb Raider, Prince of Persia, Rockstar games as well, and many, many more. Yeah, so usually I went for HUNWALD as Elderman, but I figured this time I wanna kinda like change it up, and I'm honestly more pleased with that outcome because I guess Ulfgar, even though he's a bit hypocritical in trying to win the favor of all the Danes, as like all the pagans, as he likes to say, is certainly the more competent leader, I guess, and he also has more wealth and more people on his side, I guess. So yeah, I think overall he's still the better choice, I guess, as a leader. And HUNWALD, you know, he still serves his purpose, I guess. Went well, you got up to the part where you returned to Athens, so we'll continue from there. Covered the Chrysis Cardis as well. Thank you so much for a shout out. No worries whatsoever, Rod. More than happy to give you one. And yeah, that's good you took care of that Malaka Kaitis. I hate her so much. In my past playthroughs, I let the baby die. Just so I can get her earlier. But that's also part of the Psycho Lexius and Psycho Sandra runs, right? So they don't care about that. Yeah, that's true. Definitely annoying. Okay, let's listen to this guy a little bit and then we take care of him.
You won. I can see defeat. When Scops mention me, they will sing of my conquests.
Cowards do not get sagas.
I am no coward. In a long-lost battle for Wessex, I was the victor. The Scot could speak of that time. Focus on my lost honor.
No. I'll leave your reputation as it is, here in the blood-blackened mud.
And that finishes the Tree of Wealth, I guess. Oh yeah. Means 2 of the 5 wardens are dead, including Foke and TATFRID. Next is gonna be Gorm, Kjotvissen. so dumb how they did with Cultists. They introduced in the main quest, yet you have to finish them off in the side quest so the game doesn't direct you to, when it would have been easier just to make it happen during the main quest. Yeah, that's a major complaint for me as well, that you have to do so many side quests to be able to unlock Cultist. Especially, of course, as in your case, as you mentioned, that's it's not like you have to start a side quest to even get to know about the Cultist. Like, Croesus is very, very important to, you know, Cassandra, but also Alexius, and what happened to him. It also happens during the main quest, and it's also connected to Marini, so it should have been finished, and that's, you know, kind of like meta as well. But no, gotta do side quests that you don't really know about which one to go for. Okay, but I think that's enough cultist hunting for now. Of course, we took care of quite a few, and that's like most of the people currently available to me in the regions we have discovered so far. Imagine there are more zealots technically. Yeah, we are Warden over here, but he's quite high level, so I'm gonna leave it for later. And up here, I guess the other zealot went to Yorkshire, so we can take care of that one once we get there. So that means the only story arcs left now in England are Essex, Jorvik and Yorkshire, Nottinghamshire.
I seen mushrooms with bigger brains.
Gloucestershire, Hamptonshire, and Winchester. And in addition to that, we also still have Vindent, and we also have Utenheim. So there's still quite a bit to go. But then next I will focus on Essex to get that out of the way, kind of, because it's probably the most filler story arc. But also because level-wise it's the closest to us, the last level 161 before Utenheim, I think. Or Vinland, one of the two. So, yeah, Essex shall be next. Coward Snugget Sagas, here that Eva. Yeah. That's the thing, right? Like, Eva certainly didn't find with honor or with kind of like being direct at all. Just a backstabbing liar. So true, in the game even revealed her as the cultist automatically wants to speak to the priest without a tongue. That's very true, yeah. There's no sense really in having to do that all that extra
I should talk to
stuff.
them about my next targets.
Hey there, Seraph, welcome in. Not mushroom for anything else. I've seen mushrooms with bigger brains. Welcome in, Seraph. Also, hey there, Eline. You're looking at the map and like, did I really do all this? Yeah, that's how I feel too. Especially since I've done 2 completionist runs already. One just doing all the major stuff, like all the major side activities and stuff. And the other one where I legit did everything on the map. And yeah, safe to say I'm not gonna do this anytime soon again. Just takes ages to get done. Although I did have my fun, of course. Like, I do enjoy this game quite a bit. Eva really doesn't deserve any pity or empathy, you feel? Yeah. It's certainly fair. I still always end up kind of like giving him the X because I feel like knowing that Valhalla isn't real, there's no real decision, I guess, to make on our part whether he actually goes to Valhalla. And even though he doesn't really deserve much empathy, I guess, I still feel like it only serves me personally and my feelings, I guess, if I deny him that. because it's not gonna matter to him anyhow after his death. I feel like it's totally fair to deny him, you know, that satisfaction, I guess. Even if it's very short lasting. They definitely overplayed his cards and you can't expect anything really. Have a good luck, Seraph, and thank you for being here. Okay, I guess we can actually go ahead and return some more order medallions here to Haven.
Good to see you. I'm grateful to see Basim returned. There's so much more I wish to learn from him.
Keep this. It serves your cause better than it does my pocket.
Ah, good. I hope this one did not give you too much trouble. As a token of my deep gratitude, I want you to have this. Thank you.